Yo, what's up everyone, my name is Maddog, and welcome to a very different video, and it's going to be one of the most common videos in YouTube that people create. It's actually going to be a top 10 video. I felt like I wanted to do a top 10 video for like quite some time now, due to the fact I really wanted to actually do one. And this top 10 video will pretty much be very interesting. Probably it's one top 10 video that no one has ever probably thought of. So here it is. So this top 10 video is going to be about my top 10 bosses in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series. Now, technically, when I'm talking about bosses, I'm not talking about rivals like, Jet the Hawk, Rouge the Bat, E123 Omega, Dry Bones, King Boo, Dry Bowser, and so on and so forth. No, those I like to call rivals. I'm talking about actual bosses, in fact. Certain enemies that actually participated in Olympic events that are a part of it, and guess what? You're gonna actually have to defeat them. This has happened in some of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series, so get ready for it, because there are some unique ones that I like to talk to you about. And of course, they are going to be from every single Mario and Sonic series, either if I do or don't have any of the games. I at least managed to get quite a few of them. So, let's just start off with number 10. And that's going to be Tanuki Bowser from figure skating in the Sochi Olympic Games. Yes, I know. So basically, you already have Bowser as a playable character, right? Well, in this stream event, you actually get to have to fight Tanuki Bowser, which technically is not really a best boss, but at least it's something. Yeah, the only difference is that he has that Tanuki tail. That's it. Though you do have to dodge his fireballs by jumping up in the air, and then of course you have to get to the end of the bridge to actually, make the bridge fall, and then Tanuki Bowser would just basically fall into the lava. Which apparently after that, when he does get burnt in the lava, it just they just poof into a Goomba and a Tanuki leaf. I guess it must be one of Kamek's magical tricks again, huh? Yeah, but it may be called the best boss, but in this case, I would like to say that it is the worst, but I cannot complain due to the fact it's another Bowser. So basically, if you picked Bowser against the Tanuki Bowser, what are the power differences? Seriously, I don't think in real life, if they did that, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. Yeah, so in other words, there's really not much to it. Okay, next up is number 9, which we're actually going to be talking about another figure skating boss, which is actually Mega Goomba. So, back in the Vancouver Winter Olympic Games 2010, on the Nintendo DS. So, but which one exactly are you talking about? I feel like best to say that since that Mega Goomba comes out in 2 theme songs, Mario theme song and Mario and Sonic theme song, then I guess the best option is the Mario and Sonic theme song. The original Mario theme song in figure skating on the DS is just an absolute waste of my time. It just drives me nuts. At least it gets more difficulty when you actually go against Mega Goomba in this sort of theme. At least you get to tap on the things a bit more quicker, and also it at least gives you more of a challenge. So I guess you could say that there's also really not much to Mega Goomba as well, so you know what, let's just move on to number 8. And that is going to be Egg Flapper, which again, is actually going to be another figure skating boss in the Sonic theme this time. The reason why it's a bit more better than the other figure skater bosses that I just talked about now is because, well, the Egg Flapper does have a bit of speed, I guess. I mean, think about it, Sonic is all about speed. Some parts to the song, which I pretty much know, is the Sonic Heroes theme song from basically Sonic Heroes. You can easily tell that. And of course, at the beginning of the event, if you do the Sonic theme song, you actually get to hear the Sonic music, which is the final boss fight in Sonic Unleashed. But there's really, once again, not much to it, aside from the fact that it just makes it a whole lot more challenging than the freaking Mega Goomba boss fight in figure skating. Like, seriously. That's all I freaking have to say. It's pretty much one of the most basic bosses to ever become a best boss, but not really. But that's why I'm putting him in at the lowest rank. To worry, because now I have no longer to talk about those guys anymore, so now let's move on to number 7. Coming at number 7 is actually going to be another figure skating boss battle. Yeah, but at least this one's a whole lot better than the usual, and it's going to be this freaking gigantic Ferris wheel that has a freaking eyeball in the middle. Yes, it's actually that very first boss fight they actually have in Sonic Colors, which I must say, I was not expecting any of that. Again, this is actually in figure skating Sochi Olympic Games on the Wii U, just like Bowser is. The aim to actually defeat him is to basically collect every single one of the wisps from Sonic Colors. That way you can actually get a final color burst to actually knock him down. And I gotta say, I literally wasn't expecting that. To be honest, I was hoping that maybe he was gonna have, like, you know, the negative Mother Wisp, or even perhaps, like, I don't know, one of Dr. Eggman's machines from the final boss on the Wii. That would have made things a whole lot better. Now moving on to number 6, we're actually going to be talking about the Egg Hammer in the DS version of the Winter Olympic Games in Dream Biathlon. Now if you don't know what Biathlon is, it's just basically a combination of skiing and also you have to use a gun to shoot targets while you're at your stop. But in Dream Biathlon, it's absolutely ridiculously crazy. And the Egg Hammer is basically the final boss in that event. I'm pretty sure you can recognize the Egg Hammer. He's basically one of those enemies from Sonic Heroes. In this case, you actually need to shoot the Egg Hammer as many times as possible while you're also trying to actually collect points for your score. The only best time where you should be able to shoot him is when he actually glows bright yellow, and that's when he's about to strike his hammer down. You may think that you'd be working as a team, but you're still going against each other. This boss has got to be one of the most trickiest bosses I've ever faced. I mean, I actually thought the first time when I faced him, I thought you actually had to freaking shoot him straight on. But unfortunately, you have to wait until he actually gets his weak spot. Which I understand completely. I guess they weren't gonna make it too easy for me, huh? There's like literally so much going on. You basically can't be able to tell where you're supposed to shoot and when you're supposed to strike at the Egg Hammer. Now moving on to number 5, we're actually gonna meet this big bad boy over here. Yeah, this guy. Meet the very first boss that was created for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2008. The Mega Shield. So basically he's just a freaking giant egg pawn with a shield. But man, boy, do I have to tell you that this guy is no freaking joke. Now this one, you can shoot him as many times as you like. Don't forget that he will actually deflect your shots while having a shield. You have to take as many hits as you possibly can while facing against everyone else. I would have to say that this is probably the most challenging boss I've ever faced since I got the very first Olympic Games, both on the Wii and the DS. There will be times that we actually have to lose your ammo, and then you have to reload your ammo, which is absolutely freaking annoying. Trying to shoot any other things that will probably be in your way. And especially every time when he just blocks you with his gigantic shield. Like, come on, that's also the most annoying part of anything else. So if that means if you actually want to get the original Nintendo DS game of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, now's the best time to do so, because you'll probably understand what I mean, how freaking tough this guy is, and I managed to handle this guy quite a long time ago. So just be prepared for that if you ever want to get the original Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Now finally moving on to number 4. It's going to be another figure skating boss battle, which I know is going to be very annoying, but I'm pretty sure you'll be pleased to know that this one is pretty much the best figure skating out of every other figure skating boss battle I've ever talked about in this video. Ice Perfect Chaos. This one obviously just really had to be the knockout for me, and I love this one to bits ever since I got Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games on the Wii. The goal is to basically collect all the 7 Chaos Emeralds in different locations. Once you collect all of them, you actually get to face against Perfect Chaos, but in a very icy state, I guess. So, which I'm not knocking it in a bad way or anything. Like, I feel like it looks pretty good. This was basically the very first time I actually met Perfect Chaos, and frankly, I never even knew the name itself until when I got Sonic Generations. And then you can basically use all the 7 Chaos Emeralds to power up, and then you can defeat Chaos once and for all. This boss battle obviously is really good. At least the music has got some flow to it. That's the only thing I could basically come up with, is the music and how they basically did the movement patterns to complete the game. You have to be in such precise moments to be able to get perfect scores. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Like, I'm really okay with that. I really don't freaking mind. Now it's time to move on to the top 3, which will be freaking amazing because I've been wanting to save those for last. And these are basically one of my favorite 3. Yeah. Moving on to number 3, we actually go Gooper Blooper from Super Mario Sunshine. Who turns out he comes into the event in the London Olympic Games Dream Rafting. Now, I'm not that quite sure if there was ever an actual rafting event in the London Olympic Games back in 2012, but you know what, hey, I'm not knocking it. The goal here is to basically jump on all of Gooper Blooper's tentacles, which shouldn't be much of a problem, but you might have to be careful due to the fact he actually does move his tentacles a lot. He will slam dunk you, he will probably even push you off the raft. It's just absolutely crazy. Like, you have to make sure that you do not get hit. That's basically what it really is. You do not get hit whatsoever, otherwise you're not gonna probably get good enough points to win. And thankfully, this is like a team effort here, so basically if you want to do co-op or whatever, then that's probably the best event for you. Now moving on to number 2, we actually gonna have Kamek in Dream Equestria. Yeah, sorry, I mean Equestrian. Oh god. Kamek actually does act like a boss in this certain event because he actually tries to prevent you from delivering the Yoshi eggs all the way to the end of the road. Yeah, more specifically in Moo Moo Meadows from Mario Kart Wii, which I gotta say, this was a very clever idea. I like the fact how you actually get to drive on the tracks, but this time using actual horses in this event. Though, you gotta be careful because Kamek's magic is quite annoying sometimes. He will probably... I forgot that Kamek is actually a girl. Plus, there'll be other obstacles in the way, like fire... like rolling hay barrels that will be set on fire, there'll be falling spikes down from the caves, Monty moles popping out of the ground to let your balance off, and then finally a roaring chain chomp that will be coming after your eggs at the very end of the track. But don't think this is all about slow and steady, because in this case, you're gonna have to play this very, very carefully. It's all about getting the shortest time as possible and also deliver all the eggs in one piece. Kamek is really one heck of a boss that really keeps you on your toes. So pay attention to everything that she does, otherwise you may just lose every single one of your Yoshi eggs. Now finally, the very final and top number 1 boss for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games boss battles is going to be Dino Prana from Super Mario Galaxy 1 in Dream Spacewalk. I gotta say, this boss couldn't make me more happier, because I wasn't even expecting for Dino Prana to actually come back into Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games event as a boss battle. Instead of just hitting his tail this time, which you can actually still do in this game, but you have to deflect fireballs that come right at your face, and you have to match up like wherever your icon's supposed to be, so you can blast off into space and basically just knock the heck out of him. Dino Prana has got to be one of the most iconic first battle bosses ever in Super Mario Galaxy, and I think it makes sense that why they decided to put Dino Prana in a Olympic Games for Mario and Sonic. It just makes sense and it goes so freaking well for it. Not that I think there is an actual Dream Spacewalk in real life, but it's so much fun and it's very epic to do. And also, if you get halfway, he gets that little angry animation scene, just like in the actual Super Mario Galaxy game. Oh, man. It cannot get any better than this. Yeah. Oh wait, it can, because you get to have a cutscene also when you actually defeat him. The same old original Wang cutscene where he just basically flumps himself on the ground and his tongue sticking out. Oh, it's beautiful. The only thing that's different though is that there was no power star to pop up. That's just sad. Plus, can we also talk about the fact that since the Dino Prana is actually breathing fireballs without having the use to transform into flaming Dino Piranha, that's a bit interesting. Can he actually breathe fireballs at a far distance now he is adapted to it without having the need to transform? Because if that is, I'm quite impressed. There's just something about Dino Prana that meets the eye, man. I feel like he's just gonna appear in more Mario games than what we actually realized. So hey, there you have it, folks. That's every single one of the bosses. That's all the top 10 bosses in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series that I ranked up to. So yeah, this is actually it. So that's the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. So I'm hoping that I could probably do some more top 10 video game stuff or whatever kind of stuff that I can do about with a top 10, maybe like anime or movies or anything else. This turned out to be a first thing for me, and hopefully this will be very successful because I know it will. Anyway, thanks again guys for watching this video, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe after when you finish watching this video. Don't forget to click on the notification bell to never miss one of my videos. And as always, my name is Maddog, and peace out.